If you're running a home service business or marketing one and looking to double down on your SEO strategy, this video is for you. After generating tens of millions of dollars for our clients through our SEO services, as well as analyzing hundreds of other home service business websites, I wanted to share the 6 key elements that I see in every single successful SEO strategy. Whether you are in HVAC, you're in plumbing, roofing, it doesn't matter. No matter the home service business, this strategy applies to everybody, and these 6 key elements are crucial to the rankings of your website. So in this video, I'm going to talk about these 6 key elements, some tools that you can use to analyze them along the way, so that hopefully by the end, you'll have enough education on what a good SEO strategy is and how you can implement it for your business. And as always, if you're looking for extra support with your home service business, with your SEO or PPC, feel free to fill out a form in the link below and schedule a free 30-minute chat where we can talk about how we can help you out with your business. So let's jump right into it. Now, one key element to every single home service business website that's really good is a very simple and easy to navigate homepage. Your homepage is the key navigation point for your website. Many customers land on your website when they Google your name. Most of the time they end up on the home page. Now, the key to a strong homepage is to make it as simple as possible and get people to where they need to go as soon as possible. Now, I'm going to share my screen here for a few websites that you can take a look at. So these are just websites I've seen along the way. Some of them are built by us, some of them are built by other agencies. But when you land on a homepage, such as this one here, Anchor Heating and Air, you can see that they have a quick navigation to get exactly where they need to be. Another website here, this is a website that we've built. You can see quickly and easily you're able to get to the service pages that you want to get to. Same thing here with another client of ours. Quick and easy navigation is a key element of every home page. Now, you might ask why. Now, the main reason is because Google looks at user engagement metrics. Now, what does that mean? That really means, how do people interact with your website? How long do they spend on your website? How many pages do they view? Do they bounce, meaning do they land on one page and leave, or do they look around for quite a little while? Now, having a really easy and quick navigation from your homepage ensures that people are spending a lot of time on your website and you're showing good signals to Google that your website is worth ranking. Now, another key element to your home service business SEO is having a page dedicated to every service. So what does that look like? That means that if you're an HVAC company and you're doing AC repair and AC installation and furnace repair, every single one of those services should have a page dedicated to it on your website. This is something that usually you can find in the navigation of a website. And the reason for this is because when people Google things, sometimes they Google AC company near me, but often they Google the service that they're looking for. So if they are looking for an AC repair, they say AC repair in San Antonio or AC repair in Vancouver, or whatever that looks like. Often they're searching for the service that they're looking for, not just AC company near me. When creating a page per service, you're increasing the amount of times that you can rank inside of Google and the different pages that you can rank for. So I'm going to quickly show you what a proper sitemap of your website should look like. Now, I just made this up quickly in Canva so you have an idea. So typically you have your services underneath of your homepage. So you have AC repair, AC install. All of these are independent URL, so that when someone searches for each one of these services, you have a chance at ranking for them. Now, we're going to jump into key element number 3, which is we're seeing right next to here is the locations. So once you start to get really serious about your SEO and you're serving a large metropolitan area or even multiple cities, you'll want to create pages for each one of those locations and each one of those service areas. Once again, back to the same concept, you can rank for when people are searching for service area A, company near me, service area B, company near me. So if we're looking at a location like Vancouver, Canada, you can see that Vancouver is actually made up of multiple cities within that. So the same thing with most metropolitan areas or even small towns. There is usually a distinct area between those locations. And in some big cities, it's hard to tell, but in most cases, when someone lives in Burnaby or Coquitlam or whatever the city or part of the city is, they're going to do a search specific for that location. So they're going to search for AC company near me or AC company Burnaby. Same thing applies to any location. So you want to have these location pages, which I can bring back up here, for each one of those locations. And of course, the reason is so you can rank for those locations. So far we've covered an easily navigatable homepage, that's a mouthful, as well as a page for every service and a page dedicated to your locations so that you can rank for when people search for your services. They can rank for when people are searching for companies near them, and also so you're increasing, user behavior and getting people to where they need to be. You can, if you're a larger company or really dedicated to your SEO strategy, you can take it a step further, which is creating a page per service per location. Now this is where your website can get very large, but once again, you can start to rank for AC repair in location A, AC install in location A, and so on for location B and location C. Now, the caveat here is making sure that these locations have a big enough population. If you're targeting towns of 20,000, it doesn't make sense to build out all of these pages. But when you're talking about highly competitive and highly populated areas, absolutely this strategy works. My recommendation is don't consider a location page unless that location has 50 to 100,000 people or more. At that point, it starts to become worth it, at least in the long term, to service that area with a dedicated landing page. Now, another item that every single home service business website has is content. If you're not writing content or blogs, you are missing out, completely missing out. It is so crucial for your SEO of your website. And I'm going to tell you why. When Google is looking at our website compared to every other website, they are trying to decide which website is more authoritative and which one do they trust more to rank high up. Obviously, there's factors on the page and on the website of these service pages that we've built and the location pages that we've built out. But in most cases, most businesses have already covered these elements. They've already built the services, they've already built the locations, they have a good navigatable homepage. So what's next? How do you stand out? And how do you show Google that you know what you're talking about in your niche and why you should be showing up higher for furnace repair or AC repair or whatever that term is? And the key here is having content. Writing content shows that you're an authority in the niche in your home service business. It shows Google that you know what you're talking about. It shows your customers that you are worth trusting because you are educating them. It helps with increasing engagement on your website for a reason I'll talk about in a second with internal linking. And it just overall, it helps lift up your website, including getting backlinks, which I'll also talk about in a second. And if you don't believe me, let's take a look at a couple of large websites that dominate in Google. And of course, because I focus on the home services with home service businesses, I'm going to show a couple ones here that most people probably have heard of. So Service Champions, it's a huge HVAC company in California. When we take a look at their sitemap and we look at their URLs, they have 1,198 posts. Given some of these are trying to rank for services, but still, it's a good way to see that, hey, these websites are showing up. They're writing a lot of content. Let's have a look at another one. Hillard Mechanical, another large company. Let's take a look. Posts 284. They have 284 unique articles on their website that are written about these common questions in blog articles and these topics that help their website as a whole. I can guarantee you that they're ranking way higher than their competitors for a number of reasons. One last one here. NextGen, another large company in Southern California. I like to use California because they're a very competitive market, and it's probably one of the most competitive markets for HVAC and AC. Their website ranks phenomenally. When you do a search for, AC company, Orange County, looky here. They rank in the top position for what is this? A location page, funny enough. So now let's take a look at how many blogs they have. Another 161 articles. So you can see that these large companies are writing consistent content, answering questions that help show Google and their customers that they know what they're talking about. So let's jump into the last 5 and 6, which I'm going to kind of group together, which is backlinks and internal links. Now, if you don't know what backlinks are just links from other websites on the web that point to your website. Now, according to Backlinko, a respectable source in the SEO industry, they've done a giant study and they showed that the #1 result in Google has an average of 3.8 times more backlinks than positions 2 through 10. And there's plenty of other studies just like that prove the exact same thing. So this is why backlinks are so important. Now, not all backlinks are the same. Just because you get a link from a website doesn't mean it's going to help yours. SEOs have created a score called domain rating or domain authority to try to create a score of how strong a website's backlink is. Now, getting a link from something like Forbes or Apple, it's going to be a lot more impactful than getting a link from some website you just created yesterday on GoDaddy. The fact is that just like the popular kid in school, the more authority this website has, the more juice or more domain authority it's going to pass to your website. Now, on the topic of backlinks, this brings us back to, well, how do you get backlinks? Well, it's actually quite difficult to get trustworthy backlinks to service pages and location pages, because what's the point in linking to these pages? Why would any company or website link to them? They're not really helpful. All they're really saying is that you sell services. This brings us back to the content. By having all of these blogs and all of this content, this is attracting links to our website. Not only that, we can go out and get links for those blogs to increase the strength of the website as a whole. Which now brings me into the sixth and final point, which is internal links. This is where we bring everything together, and this is the most important part of your home service business SEO strategy. Internal linking is just the links between your pages of your website, and it really matters. Internal linking increases how many pages people view, an engagement factor. It increases how long someone spends on your website. It passes along the page authority to other pages. So when it comes to content that has lots of links to it, if we're pointing those at our service pages, we're increasing the ability for that page to rank. We're saying that this page is super important in our website. And overall, having this internal linking strategy is going to improve your visibility in Google across the board. And it kind of starts to look like a pyramid or a funnel if you flip that pyramid upside down, where you have your homepage on the top, your service and location pages in the middle, and all of your blogs on the bottom. Tons and tons of content on the bottom. If you flip that pyramid upside down, all of these blogs and content are funneling in customers and links to your service pages and to your website as a whole to lift your rankings. This is the most important part of this entire SEO strategy, which is getting the backlinks to your blogs and passing them along to your service and location pages. If you do these things, and every single website I have seen that ranks well does exactly this, you will see an increase in your rankings for your home service business website. I can guarantee it. Now, how well you're going to be able to rank up against a competitor that already has hundreds or thousands of articles, well, it might be pretty difficult, but it can definitely be done if you choose the right keywords. But that's it. That's what it takes to rank inside of Google for your home service business, and that's what every single big authoritative company does for their SEO strategy. It's not rocket science. It helps these client websites rank. If you have questions, check out the link below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.